It's an absolutely superb autumn day here today. It's about 16 or 17 degrees Celsius, blue skies, sunshine, and basically no wind. So I thought I'd go out and have a nice little ride around the countryside and just have a bit of a ride. And the plan wasn't actually to make a video today. I was just going to have a bit of a ride and enjoy my time. As I was riding, I started to think about the handlebars and the position I've got them currently in. And anyone who's seen my previous videos, you know I've been messing around trying to find a good position or a good angle for those handlebars. And I've come to the decision that I'm probably going to put them back to where they were. If you haven't seen the video, what I did was I adjusted the handlebars so that the angle of the bars is more forward. And what it's done is it's sort of given it a weird handling feel. And I noticed it yesterday when I was recording a video and riding around at low speeds and just doing low speed maneuvers with the handlebars forward as they are. The bike has a tendency to flop into the turn at low speed. I really don't like it. I don't like the sensation. My handling is suffering because of it, my low speed handling, and I can feel it at speed a little bit as well. It's only minor at speed, but I know it's there, I can feel it. So what I'm going to do today is just roll back the handlebars back to more of their original position. Now in the position they are in now, I do find them much more comfortable. And I think it's because being rotated up forward, they're higher. And I think that's what's given me the comfort, is that the bars are a little higher. So taking them back down is going to make them more uncomfortable, but my handling will be better. So I think the solution's going to be, for me, here is to put risers on. Okay, so this is sitting on the bike with the bars rolled forward. And you can see it's a very comfortable, very natural riding position. If the bars are pulled back, it's going to take me down a little bit. I explained it in a previous video, and I'll go into a lot more detail, so I'll put a link to that video at the end of this one. So I'll loosen the bolts and pull them back and see how that goes. Just trying to find that neutral position. That feels like it's forward. That feels like it's too far back. It's forward. I think I'm going to try there. I can tell I've made a difference because my mirrors are pointing at the ground, so I'll pick them up a bit. I don't like it as much, but I can feel it's more neutral. Yeah, I definitely don't like the feel as much as having the bars forward, but I think what I liked about having the bars forward was the height, that they were higher. I think I've got two options. I can put risers on it to lift the bars up, which would make it more comfortable in an upright riding position, or I could actually put lower bars on it. And I do notice that if I'm sitting on a highway at 110 kilometres an hour, about 70 miles an hour, and if I'm sitting upright, I do feel I want to come back a little bit to about there, be more comfortable than this. So that's probably where it would be most comfortable. But I do find that if I lean forward into like this position, so if the handlebars were lower, that my speed instantly picks up about 10 kilometres an hour. So without doing anything, my bike goes from 110 to 120, 125 just by doing this. So that little bit of less wind resistance from my body really helps this bike pick up speed. So I've got two options. I can put lower bars on it, which would make it a better highway bike, or I could put risers on and pull the bars back to about here. And this is where I would like to sit if I was going to sit upright in this position. I think what I might do is long term is experiment. I'll try and get as low as bars I can on it and try that. and then I'll get some risers to pick it up a bit and try that and just see which I find more comfortable. I don't know if you can see that, but see, it's already got like a 2-inch rise built into the clamps here. So I'd need to go another 2-inch above that, so come up to about here, I reckon. Have the handlebars bolted in about this height. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to enjoy the rest of this day, this magnificent, superb day, and then ride the bike for a bit and just see what it's like with the handlebars in a new position. And look at my boots, come undone again. Definitely need new boots. As soon as I can afford to do that, that's what I'll do. So I'll go up the track here a little bit, go across those curved sections, turn around, come back again, and there's a section up there in between those pine trees where it's a bit more challenging, and that'll give me a good indication of what it's like to ride and see if I've got it back to a better handling position for the handlebars. That already feels a lot more neutral. A lot more manageable. So, if anything, it could be a little bit behind where I'd like it to be. Or maybe I just got used to the handlebars going forward. Okay, that's much better. In that section there, there's that little bend coming up the hill there, it was completely neutral. Like the handlebars needed next to no input just to turn and change direction. Where before I felt I was having to force it, but basically as soon as I leant the bike a little bit, it just automatically steered itself. So that's already 100% better. Low speed, 4 kilometres an hour up this hill, 3 kilometres an hour, and get down to 2, there we go, 2 k's an hour. Yeah, that's nice. So just coming back up that way, the handling is so much sweeter. It's just neutral. It's not fighting there. It's not trying to drop in early or late. It's perfect. This is where the handlebars need to be position-wise for handling, but for comfort, I did like having them higher. Actually, I don't know if I wanted them back towards me so much as just higher. Now that I feel like this, I feel like I want them higher. Just so easy and sweet, just effortless, like the bike's just floating and finding its own way without me having to do much in the way of input. Like I've got very, very loose hands. And if I want to turn the bars to change direction, it's super easy. actually incredible how much difference that's making. It feels like the bike is guiding itself. All I have to do is just put a little bit of a lean and it just steers naturally without falling in or resisting. It's just so sweet. If you find that your bike is got something a bit funky in the way it turns into corners or the handling, just make sure that the handlebars are rolled into the correct position, because too far forward and it's going to want to just sort of fall into the corners, and then too far back and it's going to sort of feel like you've got a tiller that's trying to steer it. But if you get them right smack in the middle of where they need to be, the handling now is back to the way it was originally. Actually, it's just really sweet, really neutral. I don't have to force the handlebars to turn. If I lean a little bit, they just naturally, the bike just guides itself basically. So definitely make sure your handlebars are set up in the right position. It's really worth doing the exercise. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I hope you get to have some of this sort of weather in your location at some time, and hopefully I can get to see all of you again in the next one. Bye for now.